My name is Rose, and what do you want to know about me? I mean, really, as far as work goes, I really enjoy drinking coffee and making coffee. Really into like fashion, not like mainstream fashion, but like, you know, kind of spunky fashion. That's why I thought it was really cool what you guys are doing with this shoot. So, I don't know, I do fashion shows. I did Convergence, which was really fun, and unfortunately I won't be able to make it this year because it's clear across the country, so I guess you win some, you lose some. I'd like to smoke. That's good. I really enjoy dancing. I love to go dancing. I love electronic music and industrial music, some dark wave, 80s, which is cheesy, but I really don't believe the 80s ever really died, as far as I'm concerned anyways, but then again, that's really cheesy, so people can think whatever they want to think about that. Thank you. I don't do drugs. I like to drink, though. I'm kind of a lush these days. I'm getting ready to go back to school, so I figured I should pick up drinking before I go into school, so like that way I can get the whole college lush thing down. Well, honestly, I've always been really attracted to like semi-depressing music and like darker art and whatnot, and just like the fashion sense. I mean, I loved The Cure way before it was ever. I really related that to the goth scene. I didn't really know they were gothic until some people said they were, but I still don't really believe that they are. I didn't really start dressing really dark until the beginning year of my freshman year in high school. It's so funny. I had a crush on this girl. And most of my life I've just had crushes on guys, but I met this girl in my photography class who used to dress really, really dark. And I felt so sad for her because I had such a tough upbringing as a child. Like, everything was so crazy with my family, and I barely knew my father, and I was living with him, and I was very depressed most of the time. It was kind of a teenager angst thing. She'd always dressed the way I felt on the inside. So this major crush on her. So I went as far as like dressing kind of similar to get her attention, to see if she wanted to hang out with me. And I got really drunk at this party. It was so funny. And my friend was going to be hanging out with her, and he gave me her page number in case I needed to get a hold of him. So I waited till I knew he wouldn't be like hanging out with her, and I got totally smashed and like paged her up and told her I needed to be saved because I was totally drunk at this party. And she came and rescued me, and I stayed at her house. But I forgot what I did when I woke up in the morning, so I was really drunk. And I thought I was in a juvenile detention center, because when I woke up in her room, she had these bars on the window and these bat wings and just all this spooky stuff everywhere. And I was like, oh my god. And she like leaned over my face and she was like, are you okay? And I look up and I screamed. So I was really scared. But anyhow, that crush kind of died out because her boyfriend tried to like sleep with me, and I was really not interested in him, and he was kind of a jerk. And so he told his little sister to like pick a fight with me at school, and there's all this drama. And then he told Shonda that I said bad things about her, or whatever. So because I met a lot of really interesting artists in the goth scene. Like, I was homeless for a little while when I was little because my mother, she's like a religious nut and thought I was like the spawn of Satan, and accused me of being a lesbian and all this stuff. But she's got like mental illness, which, I mean, like, I can't hold it against her that she was really abusive and whatnot, because I understand that she's mentally ill, and that, you know, it's really hard growing up with parents that, you know, aren't around or mentally ill. And so, I mean, I was homeless. I met lots of strange characters. Like, I met this artist, and I know I can't say his name on film because he's like worldwide. And I'd hang out with him when I was 15. I hung out with him for several years when I was little, before I realized that he was a fascist Nazi. And that he like, I don't know, he'd walk around with me and talk about how like some people shouldn't be walking around on the streets because they're awful and yada yada. And I thought he was talking about the dark people, like the people like him that are like cruel and mean and want to hurt people, but he was just referring to the gays on Capitol Hill and like, you know, the ethnic types or whatever, you know. And he just thought, I think that he thought in his mind that I was a fascist little like Nazi goth girl. And I was just like, no, you can't raise me to be a Nazi. I had to run away from him because he was scary. But I lived with a drag queen for a while too. That was kind of interesting. I did cabaret shows with him. We made lots of, I made those wings. I don't know if you're going to put them on film eventually, but I made some wings with him, and that was fun. Although I was the only female and the only underage girl that were in any of those cabaret shows, so I usually felt kind of strange because I didn't have a penis, but oh well. They got over it eventually. I'm not really into like hardcore BDSM or anything, to be honest. I just like the clothes and the music and some of the people and the art.